show. I'm Powersurge, and I'm broadcasting live every weekday at noon Eastern Time. And this show is about crypto, trading, art, and speculation. Those things I enjoy doing, and I'm doing it every day with you. Hopefully you can find it helpful for yourself. Maybe you can pick something up interesting. Maybe I can put some doubts in your current beliefs about crypto art or about trading. That's what it is all about. The show consists of 3 parts. First is we discuss the news. Second part, we look at the situation in the markets, what happened in the last 24 hours, when in this case for the last couple of days. And the third part, we discuss what will be happening, and we'll look together about for the crypto art that is going to be dropping later today or tomorrow. So about the news, Bitcoin is continuing to rise, or at least to hold at a $22,000-23,000 mark. My personal opinion about it, it's going to last there for maybe for the rest of this week and beginning of the next. And next week, my prediction is going to be dropping. Why is that? I honestly believe, me personally, not an investment advice, that this rally is it's called a sucker's rally. It's not real. It's going to be continuing descending, or not basically changing to the bull market. I don't think we're there just yet. Another news that crypto artists continue to make open editions, and Manfold website is the headline, the driving force behind it. I see a lot of them doing open editions. I think it's great if you're a collector and trying to get a reasonably priced piece from that specific artist. Fantastic opportunity. As a speculator, I think if you were planning to liquidate very soon, I don't think it's a great idea to buy open editions right now. If you are planning to hold for a year, maybe 2, that might be great. Depends on your strategy. And what else? Let's move on to generative art drops that I follow personally, and let's take a look what has been selling in the last 24 48 hours, and have an idea which direction would we be going in the future, today, later, or tomorrow. I use the website to look at recent crypto art sales. It's called object.com, and by the way, I do mostly cover art that is minted on Tezos platform. All right. Hot collections. Is this an Algernon? For Algernon, this collection has dropped, I believe, yesterday, while I was watching. Actually, I'm sorry, I need to add my website so you can see it. I was busy yesterday by not streaming and just doing my own personal things, and this collection dropped, and I must say it's aesthetically pleasing, had amassed a good sales volume, and it seemed to be popular. Section. I'm just gonna close it down, and let's look at FX Hash website. I enjoy looking at the marketplace last 24 hours. And as we can see, this collection for Algernon is topping the sales and resales for last 24 hours. This collection is, I believe it's not new, it's a resales. Not Sarkisian, also a resales from the previous, I believe this one was a week and a half ago. Tender Pass, I don't know. This collection, System B, has dropped, I believe, on Friday, January 27th, a few days ago. However, it has been topping. It is number 5 on the last highest volume for 24 hours. The floor on this collection is around 32 listed. Let's see, yeah, 37 sales, 45 sales, 36 sales. So yes, around $35–40. I don't know how useful that information to you. Is anyone a trader here on the chat? Oh, sorry, I don't have any viewers. Bummer. Luis Pons dropped this new piece that had a lot of noise. A lot of collectors went for it, and it's beautiful, I must say. Collection of Fragmented Existences number 20. Beautiful piece. And recent sales. So for 1,000. And it also, what happens quite a lot is when an artist is dropping a new piece on a new collection or on existing collection, it usually triggers the demand on his existing pieces. And this is the foundation of my personal belief that success of an artist depends on continuity of his activity. I like when artists continue to releasing new art, wherever it's open edition or very, I don't know, like a one-of-one pieces. If the work is continued to be dropped and being sold, it automatically generates more interest from existing or newer collectors for his existing pieces. As a speculator, this is the excellent opportunity and excellent timing to profit of something that you already have by this artist. And this is why I really enjoy investing in artists who I believe personally have a perception of them continuing their journey and continuing being artists and continuing their drops. And hopefully you find that useful as information. Let's move on to generative art. And generative art is the one that I personally enjoy looking and speculating on, because in generative art you have pieces that are created by an artist, but if you own an edition, that edition is usually unique. What I'm trying to say is, with traditional art, if you own an edition, all collectors essentially own the same looking edition. In generative art, usually each collector owns their unique version of that specific art piece. What do I mean by that? Let's look at, as an example, BD Collective created this piece. It's an example, right? And if you go and mint it, like if you go hit mint iteration for one TES, which is $1 for today, January 3rd, 2023, then you would get a unique piece, kind of like this. You don't know what you're getting in when you are minting, but each piece is unique. And that's the reason I enjoy generative art a lot more than traditional digital art. Because as a collector, you're getting something unique, man. You got this piece and only you have it. Nobody else. They're all different. And you may pick something that, you know, appeals to you if you're buying on the secondary market. But again, if you're minting, kind of like blindly, if you're the first minter or first buyer of that specific piece, you don't know what you're getting. And that's kind of like a lottery part of it. What I'm looking here on FX Hash website, on the Explore tab, is the gallery section. Those are the art pieces that just have been dropped. It's ordered by recently minted. And it gives me an idea, usually, what has been sold out or what is not selling. What do I mean by that? For instance, this has not been minted at all. Like, even though it might cost 2 TES to mint, no collector went in and actually spent that money, so it's not, it is showing me the data that is not popular. This one, however, seems to be popular. Has fully been minted. Like, you can't mint any more of that particular piece. You can only buy them on the marketplace. And the lowest price would be 4 TES. And the initial price, we don't know actually. It was a Dutch auction from 3 to 2 to 1. I assume it is at a 1. So if sales are, if the floor is at 4, I mean, you may profit right there. And this is the game of speculation, which I personally enjoy, and that's what I'm after. I like art. I like collecting. But speculation is my #1 goal. And that's what I'm trying to practice, and that's what I'm trying to focus on this particular stream, and hopefully get you interested in understanding the mechanics of this trading game, because I find that this game is the most interesting part of the whole crypto art market. I'm after the market, not the art that much. I do like art, and I do like that it's artistic, but the market is the part that I enjoy personally the most. So those are the pieces that have been sold for the last several days. I covered some of them in my previous stream on Friday, but since a couple of days, you know, there are some new pieces that have been dropped. And now let's take a look at incoming projects. Those are the projects that I like looking at and kind of have a prediction. Do they have a potential for profiting as a speculator? And the way I do my trading, if I do, is that I'm trying to buy the pieces that, my opinion, are going to be selling out almost instantaneously within a couple of minutes, getting those pieces at the lowest possible price and reselling them almost instantaneously, or at least within several hours. I find that this is the strategy I'm doing. However, everyone has their own style, and there's no really shame in practicing any different approach. Everyone is different. I'm just sharing my take on it, and take it or leave it, and you can maybe just enjoy acknowledging what any other trader like myself is doing. So let's jump into incoming projects. So these are the projects they're going to be dropping. They're starting in 5 minutes as an example. I have looked at them, and I will just only focus on the ones I really think that have a potential of a speculation. This project, Bear Prince, it is going to be minting in 4 hours at 4 TAS. The reason I'm thinking that this could be resold is obviously because of the existing market. For instance, this piece has been minted in October 6, 2022, and the current marketplace is supporting $2.5. Actually, there's 66 of them. This piece is going to be dropping is a lot bigger, like okay, twice bigger. And the artist set the price at 4. You know, I'm actually not sure then. I'll take it back. I think it's a little overpriced. All right. This piece is potentially maybe selling out. It will have an auction going all the way down to 6.66. Obviously 52 is a little over. And why do I think that? Let's take a look at the past history. Okay, let's pick this piece for instance. Similar, okay? Similar supply, 100. It was sold at 4 TAS. $15 secondary sales at the floor, and the floor is at 4 TAS. And he is trying to get the lowest price at 6.6. A little overpriced too, man. It may sell, but I don't think there is a profit margin that baked in. This one I don't know. All right, 200. Okay, let's compare this to this piece that dropped in November. The price was 0.1. And it is selling, okay, listed around 110s. And what is the listing price of this one? 2. And the lowest goes to 0.5. I don't know. Not a lot of a profit margin. It's not obvious. Kind of risky. Let's take a look at this one. Acrylic. Auction starting at 32, going down all the way to 2 TES. Okay. What has been selling for this artist? Let's take a look at similar. However, the supply is a lot lower. For that, this was selling at 2. Okay, it's the lowest. The new project will go lowest to 2. Only 3 sales. And the floor is at 20. And the lowest second sale is 10. But the supply is 128, and here the supply is almost 3 times. But the project is quite cool. I'm clicking on this variations button to trigger the website to show me what kind of possible versions of this art piece is possible to mint. Again, you don't know if you're minting, you don't know what you're going to be getting in advance. It's a gamble. You only know what you're getting if you're buying on the secondary market. Apologize for the delay. Should I turn on the music? Now. I'm talking to my imaginary viewers, which I have 0 at the moment. It's hard to make it with the content creation these days, right? Wow, it's actually very cool game. It's not animated though, but it is cool looking. All right, at 2, I don't think it's speculation material, to be honest. It does look nice though. I like the art. This is a cool project. This one is not bad. I'm just trying to load this particular piece that I just looked at. Okay. I mean, it's well made. Toronto, Canada, generative artist. Here he's announcing his drop. Okay. I don't think there is a margin for profiting in this drop, but the art is beautiful. Honestly, I like the aesthetics of it, the quality, the details. Artist profile on Twitter shows that he's an artist, serious, with followers, announcing his upcoming drop. You could profit potentially from buying and reselling his piece, but not in the short term. That's my conclusion. Moving on. Okay. So this is a new artist from London with fairly new Twitter profile, July 2022, announcing his drop. Announcing work in progress. So it is new artist. Quite a gamble though. 128 supply at 0.5 tenths. Let's take a look at the quality of this particular piece. Nice animation, man. It just continues to go. Okay, it stopped. It's not bad. Using this P5 JavaScript library. It's not bad. I wouldn't say it's amazing. It's not blowing my mind. It's not bad though. For a first piece, again, it's not a short-term profit opportunity, unfortunately. So for this upcoming 24 hours, I don't see any clear winners for you to, go ahead, mint those pieces and try to resell them within a day or several hours. Not every day is the greatest day, on the market. So I just also wanted to talk about the trader's psychology, where a lot of people, I feel like, following others a lot in judging profiting opportunities, and also in judging their own strategies. I want to take time and just to point out that it is important to craft your own strategy if you are a trader, because I find trading is a game, and it's a game against others. And if you are not treating it as a game, and you're not acknowledging that the fact that you are the player and you need to kind of adjust the risk factor, the amount of money that you're putting into the game, into your crafting your own personal style, I don't think is going to work long term. I think that it's important to acknowledge that everyone is different, and it is important to craft your own style and kind of, adjust, try things, take risks sometimes, maybe learn on your own mistakes, and just move on. And I think the time that you spend on the market is also important, because you are, despite maybe making mistakes, maybe making successes, all of these things over time accumulate, and you're just becoming and building this sixth sense, this intuition, ultimately, that will guide you and will help you to become a better trader, and as a result a better collector. I don't believe that collectors who call themselves collectors, they're only collectors. I think everyone who is collecting is at some point thinking of selling, and that makes them speculators. So I think everyone is deep down somewhat speculator, and I think it is important to acknowledge that part. On that note, I would end this stream. Thank you very much for watching if you have been watching, and I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday at noon